if I were you guys, I would, number one, start getting your professors and your teachers to really approve your reference and make sure that reference is solid. I feel like there should always be more emphasis on getting solid reference and getting that approved. Like I was working with a guy last year who's now hired at Blue Sky, and what we concentrated first on was getting solid reference. And I would tell him to reshoot the reference. I'm like, listen, this isn't appealing enough. This pose isn't good enough. Go back, shoot new reference. And we went through many, many iterations of just reference before actually moving on to the blocking. Because as he's learning, I want him to finesse those acting skills first. And then when he goes into blocking, then we can say, do you see why this is not as appealing as your reference? And we can point and say, this is what's off about it. And we can stay closer to that. And as he's learning how to address the differences between references and blocking and all that, and making sure just first just articulating it and getting it right, then we can start taking liberties and adding more animation-y nuances later when he's already understanding how to articulate that reference. So yeah, as a beginner, please nail that reference and stick to it. Just don't give a company an excuse not to hire you. I'm in real review every single day. So all I do is stare at shots, and your first question isn't, is this kid good enough? You're looking at it and you're saying, what's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong? If there's something wrong, then goes into the bad pile. If you only have one solid shot, that's it. The one thing that's really, really hard to teach is solid acting. Anybody can learn how to manipulate a Maya rig. It's only a matter of time and enough experience. But to get those fundamentals of acting, man, that's going to be hard to teach anybody.
I really want to thank Jeff for putting this stuff together. It's great to hear the struggles too. It doesn't just magically like flow out of your mouth. You struggle, you face problems, and that's it's great to kind of see that process.
I've always said that if there was one person to have their name in front of the animation department more than anybody else, it should be you, because you definitely are a big reason why our rigs are the way they are and why we have the appeal the way we are at Blue Sky. And your influence is going to be felt long and wide at our studio and within the entire industry. So people should know that.
Thanks, Jeff. I really appreciate that. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for coming, and thank you, Jeff.
Yep. See you guys.